Hello all, hope you're well, hope you're keeping safe. As I record this, it's the 31st of March, so we here in the UK are bang in the middle of our first real lockdown and adjusting to that as we can. I spoke on a previous video about trust in the age of remote working, and on this video I wanted to put a little bit more flesh on the bones around the governance frameworks, about how we move from a waterfall approach to an agile approach. Let me just explain what I mean here. So a waterfall approach, that is the traditional plan-driven approach to doing things. This is where we invest time in each of these phases, and typically that one team passes the ball over the fence to the next team as something is being delivered, and it's really 2 to 5 years before we see the thing pop out the other end. With an agile methodology, with an iterative, incremental method of doing things, what we'll see is that within a 2-week period, we're expecting to see some value delivered, some value created. And what we'll have then is that every 2 weeks from then on, we're tending to build on what we've just developed. We're inspecting and adapting on a continuous basis to deliver whatever it is that we want to deliver. Okay. A lot of benefits to Agile. One is our ability to change, and to change fast. I have some great examples which I'll cover in another video around that particular aspect. There's obviously the fact that we can reduce risk very, very quickly and very, very easily with that. We are able to release value early and release it often. But the thing that really drives trust, I think, is visibility. With a traditional project, we really say we wave goodbye through the project and as leaders, and then what we find is that 2, 5 years later, the teams that have been developing the things pop up and say, hey, here it is, and probably by then we've even forgotten what it is we ever asked for. With an agile approach, what we're doing is we're checking all the way along, and it makes it a lot easier and a lot better to drive that trust, to have that trust. I'll show you what I mean with a bit more detail. This is the Scrum Framework. It's one of the Agile frameworks, just as an example. What we see is that the product backlog, the list of features that are being worked on, is visible to us. So we can see what they're working on next, what we've decided, and I've got a video on that specific thing later on. The increment, the thing that's been delivered, is visible to us, and throughout the process, throughout the 2-week process, we're able to actually monitor how things are progressing, how things are going on. And because of that, we're able to inspect, as I said earlier, we're able to inspect what's going on, we're able to adapt along the way so that we can always keep track of things. And what we find, therefore, is that basically by having transparency, by inspecting and adapting all the way through, we know that we can trust what it is that we're doing, and we know that we can trust the people around us that they're doing what they need to be doing. So that's a little bit on that one. Hope that helps a little bit. Obviously, we can keep layering on more and more to this, which we'll be doing. But please get in touch if you'd like to find out more, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye now.